Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, as always, it's the one, it's the only, it's the motherfucking genital, Miguel Magallon. And as always, it's the one and only, the motherfucking president, the motherfucking founder, the motherfucking CEO of Magallon Entertainment. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sports Betting Podcast. Welcome back to the Sports Betting Motherfucking Podcast. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you guys all of my doubles, all of my triples, all of my quadruples, all of my 5X plays, all of my 10X plays, all my 20 bangers, 30 bangers, dropping 40, dropping 50, and all the motherfucking 50 bangers on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that can make your shit go up, 5X, 10X, 20X, 30X, 40X, and even motherfucking 50X. You feel me? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are prepared to listen. Make sure you guys are prepared to write this shit down. And make sure you guys are prepared to make some motherfucking money. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we got Divisional Round Week NFL money coming this weekend. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started and let's get straight into this. So let's do a quick recap of last week and let's pick up where we left off. So last week, or the week before that, excuse me, I told you guys that, you know, we had a rough NFL season. I think I've been very open, honest, and transparent about that. You know, what do I always like to say? Ain't no bitches on this podcast. And one of the things that we've been talking about is, you know, I've gone all in 2 times this season, on all out, guaranteed, maxed out, bet the fucking bankroll bets during the season. And I went down. I'm 0-2 on all in, you know, guaranteed max bets for the season. The first one was taking the San Francisco 49ers against the Cleveland bitch ass Browns. When Deshaun Watson went down and said, you know, he couldn't play football anymore because of his pussy injury, his pinky injury, his fucking, you know, his finger injury, whatever the fuck was wrong with him. And so Deshaun Watson was out there saying, oh, I can't no, you know what it was? He said his shoulder hurt. He was saying, oh, my shoulder, I can't, you know, really throw the ball no more. And everyone was looking at this motherfucker like, bro, Joe Burrow was out here hopping on one fucking leg, about to break his kneecap, and he's still out there slinging the football. You gotta fucking be kidding me. Are you kidding me? And that's the way, you know, that was when Deshaun Watson let the world know he ain't nothing but a pussy-ass bitch, always complaining about some bitch-ass injury. So when Deshaun Watson went down and said, oh, I can't play football no more. My arm hurts. My elbow hurts. My shoulder hurts. My pussy hurts. You know, my neck and my back. I need about $500 million guaranteed. That bitch ass Deshaun Watson. He went down. A backup came into his place. And go figure, man. San Francisco 49ers, they were favored by, 10-point spread. Walked in there into fucking Cleveland. And next thing you know, Debo goes down, Trent Williams goes down, McCaffrey goes down, and I'm like, oh shit, man, here we go again with these 49ers bitch-ass injuries. And, you know, next thing you know, fucking Brock Purdy, he had a chance to win it. I think that was in the late fourth quarter. He went down, drove the football down the field, and he actually put his team in the position to squeak out the 1-point victory. And then go fucking figure, the kicker fucking, you know, he fucking, you know, muffs it. You gotta fucking be kidding me. So that was our first all-in guaranteed maxed out, you know, loss of the season. And then the second one was about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. And I think it was around Christmas. That was the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, San Francisco 49er fucking money line parlay. The Niners won, Anthony Joshua won, and fucking Deontay Wilder showed up like a fucking pussy. And that was the fight that fucking shocked the world, because Deontay Wilder was once known as the next generation's Mike Tyson, because he was knocking so many dudes out left and right. Like his fucking one punch fucking trick. Like, yeah, it was a one-trick pony, but that motherfucker, he was lethal. He had like, what was it? I think at one point he was like 30-0 with 29 knockout victories, like 99% fucking KO hit rate. So, and I was looking at that and I said, man, if he wins this, he gets to fight Anthony Joshua out there in Saudi Arabia, and they talking about paying him $200 million just to fuck him up twice. I was like, $200 million for 2 fights? And then if you guys do the trilogy, they'll pay you another $200 million on top of that fight, and then probably another $100 million in royalties. God damn, you gotta be kidding me. Sheesh. They're talking about paying him 2, 3, 4, 500 M's. Talking about half a billy out there in Saudi Arabia. And they got that oil rich money. The motherfuckers don't play. The Saudis don't play that shit. They got fucking billies on deck. These motherfuckers are oil rich, man. They got that generational wealth. So when they offered Deontay Wilder $200 million like it's nothing to fight Anthony bitch-ass Joshua, who should have never been the heavyweight champ to begin with his sorry-ass, soft-ass, fucking, just weak-ass fucking resume. And I was like, damn, they're going to pay these dudes $200 million to fight each other in back-to-back fights out there in the Middle East? Sheesh! And next thing you know, all Deontay Wilder had to do was show up and beat fucking bitch-ass Parker, who's already lost 5 or 6 fights in a row. That dude was fucking garbage. And he showed up and wet the fucking bed. He was so fucking sorry, Deontay Wilder didn't even throw a fucking punch. Looked like a straight bitch. Like a fucking pussy. Like he was fucking washed, America. And next thing you know, he went down. And that cost us the entire fucking parlay. So that was kind of how we ended the 2022 football season, man. Back-to-back losses on, guaranteed all-out max bets. My individual bets were good. My fucking top parlays, my teasers, the point spreads, everything was on point. For the most part, we were making money all NFL season long, week by week. I think we only had like 2 or 3 down weeks, and I think we had like 12 up weeks. But man, those fucking all-out guaranteed max bets, they fucking killed me, not just once, but twice. And that's why America, again, always trying to be honest, transparent, and just fucking be open with you. Ain't no bitches, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be a pussy about it. I hate when motherfuckers are like, they refuse to admit when they're wrong. I hate that bitch ass shit. And you see it everywhere. Online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, plenty of hoes, whatever fucking social media app you use to. Like, how many times do you see people in the streets where like, they was dead ass wrong about something, and then when you try to fucking ask them about it, they want to deny it. Like, nah, that wasn't me, bro. You mixing up my words. You putting words in my mouth. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm about to put this dick in your mouth, though, if you don't just admit, you fucked up and you made a mistake and you was wrong. Telling you, America, motherfuckers out here, like, they're not afraid to get a fucking, a sex change job. But, oh no, Lord forbid, you ask them to admit they were wrong. It's like they have a fucked up attitude towards you. Like, what the fuck, bro? Just be a man about it. Don't be a bitch about it. But that's just how society is these days, man. Motherfuckers are just like afraid. They're scared to admit they were wrong. They act like every decision they've ever made in their life was perfect. If that were true, they'd be a fucking billionaire right now. Let's not act like, every decision you've ever made in your life was perfect. So, yeah, we all fuck up. And those were my 2 fuck ups. And they were major fuck ups because it cost me the entire bankroll to finish the 2022 season. And again, that's something that I always want to be transparent and open about because I always, when I hold my fucking, when I throw my fucking dubs up and I cash out a big profit, I like to remind people that I took a lot of losses along the way. Because sometimes what happens is I'll finish out the season or I'll close out the year with like 40, 50, 100 grand profit. And everyone's like, oh, look at him. He made it. He's so smart. He's so lucky. He just went on a hot streak. Like, nah, bro. Like, you're just looking at all these M's. You're looking at all these dubs. But like, you don't see all the losses behind it. You don't see all the bullshit we had to go through to get there. You don't see the fucking journey, the fucking commitment, the fucking, all the bullshit you had to fucking experience in order to appreciate the success. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I went to the gym this morning and it just reminded me like, man, sometimes I see like, big people, like me who are trying to like, get back in shape, or they're trying to work out and they're trying to, you know what I mean? I see a lot of people trying to get fucking shredded and shit. And then people think like that's easy. People think that, you just go to the gym for like 2 or 3 months and you're going to look like fucking Vin Diesel or Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or, you know what I mean? You're going to look like fucking Ronaldo's bitch ass or something. Like, nah, bro. you don't get a 6-pack or a fucking 9 or 12-pack easily. You don't get abs and a fucking shredded chest and, big ass arms. That's not like a 2-week process. That takes like months and months, if not years, of like discipline and eating healthy and always going to the gym, even when you don't want to. Whether it's a Tuesday night, whether it's a Wednesday morning, whether it's a Sunday morning, whether it's a Thursday afternoon, or whether it's a fucking Friday evening, and you, instead of going to the strip club at night, you go to the fucking gym instead. Like, it's a fucking way of living. It's a lifestyle. It's a fucking discipline. It's a commitment. So anyways, I think that's what we're about to experience here. I think I'm gonna cash out big during this NFL postseason, but I want to remind people of my losses along the way so they don't think I just got lucky or I just hit a parlay or, you know what I mean? I cashed out big on one fucking ticket. Like, nah, bro. Recognize the journey. Respect the fucking, respect the up and downs and appreciate the fucking, the sacrifices we made along the way, because this shit ain't easy. It's fucking hard. And when you try to be aggressive, when you try to go all in, sometimes that shit fucks you and sometimes that shit catapults you. But sometimes in life, you just have to take the risk. No risk it, no biscuit. You feel me? So with that being said, just want to get that off my chest because I feel like I'm about to cash out big soon. And I just don't want people looking back and just being like, oh, the general got lucky. The general just hit it big on one ticket. Oh, the general, he makes it look easy. Like, bro, shut the fuck. Shut the fuck up out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? Just, fucking go choke on a dick somewhere. So anyways, let's get into it. So those are my 2 back-to-back losses right there, all in bets to finish out the 22 season. And then I said, fuck it, I'm going to make it up to you guys, and we're going to go balls deep. I'm going to fucking, you know what I mean? I'm about to beat that pussy, and I'm about to make that shit queef, and I'm about to be hitting that shit fucking raw and deep. And I'm telling you guys right now, we're about to cash out a fucking 20x, 30x, 40x, 50x in the NFL postseason. And I told you guys the way that this can happen is one of 2 things. You have to either accurately predict who's going to win the Super Bowl and bet on them every single game and basically double, triple, quadruple, 5x, 10x, and 20x your money. Because if you can identify the team that's going to win the Super Bowl, even if you only put like $200 or $300, $400 or $500, even if it's $100, guys, and you just keep rolling that shit over and rolling that shit over and rolling that shit over and rolling that shit over, game after game after game after game, whether it's the money line or the point spread, and you just keep rolling your tickets over and betting that team to win every single game all the way until they win the whole fucking thing and win the Super Bowl and put some respect on their name, you can cash out big. Especially if they end up being the underdog. If they end up being an underdog and you can cash out that plus money, plus 120, plus 130, plus 150, whoo-wee! Now all of a sudden, instead of fucking quadrupling and 5xing and 10xing your money, you could fuck around and get a 20x, 30x, 40x, motherfucking 50x on your money. But you have to be able to accurately predict who's going to win the Super Bowl, and you have to roll over your ticket every single round, week by week, starting in wild card week. Right? And then that's assuming, they're not the number 1 seed. Otherwise, you have to start in the divisional round. So with that being said, that is how you can like quadruple and triple and 5x and 10x and potentially 20x, 30x, 40x and motherfucking 50x your fucking bankroll. But again, it only works if you can properly, accurately, and just luckily, maybe even, due to injuries, predict who's going to win the Super Bowl, and you have to bet on them every single motherfucking week. And if you can do that, ooh, you're about to cash out sweet. So that's kind of like the number 1 strategy. The number 2 strategy is you just have to pick a bunch of teams that aren't going to win the Super Bowl because you either don't believe in them or you think they're overrated or they're just fucking trash to you, and you just bet all of them to lose at one point or another during the postseason. You know what I mean? So if you don't believe in the Cowboys or you don't believe in the Eagles or you don't believe in fucking Detroit, you just keep betting on all these teams to keep losing to eventually they all get eliminated. And if every team you hate or every team you don't believe in or every team you fade eventually does get eliminated in the postseason, you'll be able to cash out big then too, But you have to make sure that none of those teams end up winning the Super Bowl. Otherwise, if you just keep trying to flip your money, you're going to run out of money and you're going to go bankrupt soon. So it's either one of 2 ways. Start betting on who's going to win the Super Bowl and bet them every single game of the postseason, or figure out who's not going to win the Super Bowl, and bet all those teams to get eliminated in the postseason. And you just keep, flipping your money week by week, week by week. So with that being said, the way I'm doing it is I'm going to do it by identifying who's going to win the Super Bowl. And I started last week, and I basically made 5 picks. 5 out of 14, basically. 3 of them are underdogs that are going to be underdogs every single motherfucking week, and then 2 of them are favorites. So the 3 underdogs won't cost me as much money, but if either of those 3 teams win, I can cash out big fucking money because I'm going to get them on the plus money line each and every single week. So the number 1 team I had picked was the Houston Texans. I put money on them on opening wild card week. Boom, cashed out that ticket. They beat the fucking Browns. Fuck Cleveland. They were overrated to me. The second team I picked was the Buccaneers. I'm not saying they will win the Super Bowl, but I said, wouldn't it be hilarious if Baker Mayfield ended up winning it, just like Tom Brady did? Again, I'm not saying they will do it, but fuck, if Baker Mayfield can pull this off, and you can get him at plus money each and every single fucking week, ooh-wee. And by the way, don't tell me Baker Mayfield's not a good quarterback. Of course he isn't. But Eli Manning wasn't, and he pulled it off. Joe Flacco, when he was with the Ravens, I never considered Joe Flacco elite. He pulled it off. Peyton Manning, when he was with the Broncos, he was dog shit that year. He pulled it off. Let's just be honest. Peyton Manning, the year he won the Super Bowl with the Broncos, he wasn't the Peyton Manning from fucking Indy. He was fucking washed up and old. Fucking Brock Osweiler had to go in there and fucking almost take his job once upon a time. Like, he was not elite that season, but he was good enough. And even Tom Brady, in the regular season, Tom Brady was fucking garbage. In the postseason, he stepped it up. So sometimes it's not about your regular season numbers. Sometimes it's what can you do in the postseason. Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? A bunch of fucking overrated QBs out there to me. Anyways, though. So again, I'm not saying Baker Mayfield and the Bucs will win the Super Bowl. What I'm saying is I think they're a good bet to me because I like the team. The roster is not that bad to me. And I just need Baker Mayfield not to just completely suck. You know what I mean? Again, not saying he will do it, but dude, if he does do it and you can get him at plus money for 4 straight weeks and you just keep rolling that ticket over, you can cash out a 20x, maybe a 50x. Just saying, America, it's worth a proposition. The third team I picked was the Green Bay Packers. I wanted to pick the Green Bay Packers because I knew they would be huge underdog to the Cowboys, huge underdogs to the 49ers, huge underdogs to Philly, huge underdogs to fucking Detroit, huge underdogs to everybody. And if they go to the Super Bowl and they play Lamar Jackson or fucking Josh Allen, or they play fucking, Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, they're going to be huge underdogs then too. And I looked at the fucking roster and I said, you know what? I feel like they have too many injuries, but fuck, man, if Jordan Love can pull through, wouldn't that be hilarious that they fucking traded Aaron Rodgers and they ended up winning the Super Bowl? Kind of like Phillies, who was it, Phillies or Washington? They traded Bryce Harper, and then the next season they won the fucking World Series without his bitch ass. Wouldn't it be hilarious? They did the same thing right now in Green Bay with the Packers. That shit would be hilarious. All those years of bitch ass Aaron Rodgers saying, trade me, I'm not happy here. I need to go somewhere else. I need to go on a spiritual retreat. Get the fuck out of here. That should be hilarious if the Packers end up winning it without him. Like, fuck your bitch ass dog. We made it without him. We did it without you. We didn't need your bitch ass. You was the reason you was holding us back. Because every fucking year talking about, yeah, I might go into retirement. Yeah, I'm not too happy right now. I feel depressed. I'm sad. I'm lonely. I'm not happy here. We need to make changes here. And it's like, bro, always bitching and moaning and bitching and moaning. Fuck that. The Jets can have you. Now Jordan Love out here throwing fucking fucking TDs and all these fucking back foot touchdowns. He out here looking like Aaron Rodgers used to be. Out here looking like fucking Mahomes when he was 23. I'm not saying he is, but damn. He fucking feasted on that Dallas Cowboys defense. They made him look like the next Patrick Mahomes. They made him look like the next Aaron Rodgers. They made him look like fucking Brett Favre in his prime. He was out there he was out there killing their defense or lack thereof. So again, I'm not saying Jordan Love's going to do it, but just like Baker Mayfield, just like CJ Stroud, I'm like, bro, even if they come close, even if they make it to the fucking championship game or conference title, dude, you're going to be able to fucking 10x, 20x, 30x your money soon. Like, to me, that's not fucking bad odds. Like, holy fuck, bro. You can get a 10x, 20x, 30x before they even make it to the fucking Super Bowl. Sheesh. That's not a bad payday to me. So again, those are my 3 underdogs going into the postseason. I'm not saying any of them are going to do it, but damn, if they do, woo, about to cash out a big ass 50x. That's just, that sounds good to me. And then the other 2 teams I'm betting, which are the actual favorites, I'm taking the 49ers, obviously, and Kansas City. Kansas City, because it's Patrick Mahomes. 49ers, because I think they're the best team in the league. So I'm going to bet on the 49ers every game. I'm going to bet on the Kansas City Chiefs every game. And then I already started betting on the Packers, the Texans, and the Buccaneers every single game. And I know all 5 of them can't win the Super Bowl. What I'm saying is I just need one of those 5 to win the Super Bowl. And as long as I can keep getting plus money every single round, round by round by round, week by week by week, clip by clip by clip, ticket by ticket by ticket, by the time they even make it to the Super Bowl, without even having to win it, I could probably already get a fucking 10x, 15x, 20x on my money. And then if they do win it, holy shit, I can cash out a 50x. Again, sounds good to me. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the strategy, that's the philosophy, that's the mentality. Those are my 5 picks. Again, I'm not saying, my underdog, teams have to win, but if they do, holy shit, that's going to be fucking, big money soon. And if the 2 favorites win, 49ers and Chiefs, I still cash out big. So how am I going to play it this week? Well, this week's going to be really simple. This week, and by the way, last week, even though I had money on the Cowboys to win that game, that insurance bet, if you guys listened to my last clip, that insurance bet I had with the Packers and Buccaneers, I parlayed them on the money line as an insurance bet. That's why I had them on the insurance bet. Because even though I had money on the Cowboys because I thought they were the better team, I still wanted to have some money on Green Bay, and then parlayed with the Buccaneers, and I still basically 5x my money. No, I think I 10x my money. I think that was $50 or $500 or some shit to cash out $2,500. It was some shit like that. So I cashed out big on that insurance bet ticket. But anyways, so this week what I'm doing is I'm basically taking all the underdogs again. I'm once again rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm rolling over my profits from last week. I had a teaser where I had Kansas City Chiefs +3. And then I think I had an under in that game against Miami because I said, it's going to be cold as balls out there and Tua fucking sucks when it's cold. Go figure, I was right. And then I teased it with the Buffalo Bills -3 because I said I think the Chiefs and the Bills are going to face off in the second round of the AFC playoffs. Go figure, I was right. So that money that I won on that ticket, I'm going to cash it out for the Chiefs, and I'm going to roll it all over once again on the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them +120 on the money line. I don't believe in the Bills at all. I think Josh Allen is overrated. I don't consider him a top 5 QB. And I think this offseason, when they have to cut more players from the team because he takes up so much fucking money, the Buffalo Bills are going to continue to suck moving forward. Also, I think they have too many injuries on their secondary. I think Milano being down with the season-ending injury is going to be huge for that team. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they have a better defense, and I trust Patrick Mahomes in the postseason more than I do Josh Allen. That's just my opinion. Next up, I'm taking C.J. Stroud. I'm taking C.J. Stroud to take down Baltimore and the Ravens in Baltimore. I don't believe in Lamar Jackson. Never have, never will. Ain't nothing but a bitch to me. I think C.J. Stroud is fucking... I can't believe he just looks so fucking calm and easy in his first playoff game in his debut, even though it was at home in Texas. But I think he's going to go on the road, and they already played week 1 of the NFL season. I actually took Baltimore week 1. That was my all-in guaranteed bet to start the NFL season. And I said, C.J. Stroud, it's going to be his rookie debut. It's going to be on the road. It's going to be in Baltimore. The fans, the crowd, everyone's going to be hyped. And I think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to overwhelm a young QB. And I took Baltimore money line -400, -500. But I put the entire bankroll on it. So I won like 20% ROI on that game. But this time it's a rematch, and I think Baltimore is not as good as people think. I think Texans are going to pull it off. I think they're going to get the upset, and I'm going to go ahead and take Texas and C.J. Stroud. Give me the money line, +360. Roll over my ticket from last week. Next up, we have Buccaneers traveling to take on Detroit. I cashed out last week Detroit. I told you guys Philly was overrated. I told you guys Jalen Hurts was trash. I told you that coaching staff needs to get fired immediately. And I told you their secondary was weak to me because Jalen Hurts took all their money. So they had to let go of a lot of key players in free agency. I think the same thing's going to happen next summer too. He just makes too much money, and I don't think he's able to overcompensate for the lack of talent on his roster moving forward into future years. So with that being said, I took Buccaneers last week, and I'm going to take Buccaneers this week. Look, Jared Goff, good game. I had the Rams. I thought the Rams should have won that game. I thought that was a holding penalty on Puka, Nuka, whatever, Pikachu, Troy Polamalu looking motherfucker. I thought that was a holding call. I thought that should have been called pass interference at the end of the game. They didn't get the call. That was bullshit to me, but whatever. They can suck a dick and eat a bag of dicks. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Buccaneers on this one. I'm going to continue to fade Detroit. I'm not a fan of Jared Goff. I love the team. I love the coach. I just don't love Jared Goff. I think he's overrated. I don't think he'll ever be as good as he was when he was running McVay's offense. I just don't think he's good in the clutch. And by the way, in that game, he scored like 21 points in the first quarter, and then I think he scored 3 points in the next 3 quarters. So this motherfucker took off, and scored fucking 3 TDs in the first half of that game versus Los Angeles, and then in the second half put up like 3 fucking points. You gotta fucking be kidding me. So no, I'm not a fan. I don't think you could depend on him in the clutch. I think he gets nervous. I think the moment sometimes gets too big for him, and I think he shrinks when it matters most. I think that's always been his problem, is shrinkage. This dude ain't built like that. He's not fucking strapped like that. Ain't nothing but a pussy to me. So fuck that shit. Give me Baker Mayfield. Give me the Bucks. And then by the way, if Detroit wins, I'm just gonna fade their ass next week again, because fuck Detroit and fuck Baltimore. Ain't nothing but bitch ass QBs to me. That's just my opinion. So give me the Bucks money line. I think I can get them at like plus 250, plus 260, maybe even plus 280. And then that leads me to the last and final game of the week. The motherfucking Packers going at the motherfucking San Francisco 49ers. Niner gang, homie. All right, for this game, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the only game of the week where I actually take the favorite. But I'm going to have, once again, a motherfucking insurance bet this week, because you can never be too careful. Sometimes when you fucking with these bitches, when you fucking with these nasty assholes, sometimes you got to be strapped. Sometimes you got to be prepared. Sometimes you got to have a plan B. You feel me? I think more people need to invest in that shit, honestly. Too many fucking raggedy ass day babies out here, if you ask me. But anyways, so I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers, because that is my A team. I think they are the best team. I think they're the most equipped team. I think they are going to eventually be the Super Bowl team. I'm going to go ahead and take them for my teaser of the week. I'm going to take them on a 7-point teaser. And on this 7-point teaser, let me see, what's the spread? Right now, the spread is only minus 9.5. It was 10 earlier this week, but now it's down to 9.5. I'm going to go ahead and take a 7-point teaser, get the Niners minus 2.5, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the over in this game. Right now, the over is scheduled to be around 50.5. I'm going to get it at over 43.5. This is a game where I think it's going to be high scoring in the sense that I think the 49ers are probably going to score anywhere between 35 to 45 points in this game. Let me say that one more time. I think the 49ers are going to score anywhere between 35 to 45 points in this game. I think the Packers defense is overrated. I think they're fucking garbage. I think they're missing a lot of key players in their secondary this week. And I think the reason they were able to beat Dak Prescott was because Dak Prescott is a sorry-ass QB to me. He's fucking garbage. He's fucking trash. He's fucking overrated, and he's fucking overpaid. And I think that was just more about the fact that Dak Prescott fucking sucks these nuts, and he's fucking shit as hell. But I don't think it's because the Packers defense is fucking legendary. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I just think they were playing an overrated, overmatched QB. So, and by the way, Dak Prescott in the second half still put up like fucking 30 plus points. You know what I mean? And I know it was already a blowout, but still, he still gave him fucking 30 plus points. So, they are susceptible to big plays sometimes. And by the way, I don't think the Packers' run defense is really elite. I just think the Cowboys, for some reason, forgot to run the ball like dumbasses, just like the fucking Philadelphia Eagles did. For some reason, they run the ball all fucking season, and then when it matters most, they fucking choke, which is my concern with the 49ers, to be honest. That's why I want to have an insurance bet on this game, because sometimes the 49ers, for some reason, they forget to fucking run the ball. Wouldn't surprise me if that also happened in this game. So with that being said, though, my primary play, 49ers 7-point teaser. Let me get the 9.5 down to minus 2.5. Let me get the over 50.5 down to over 43.5. I think they're going to score again 35 to 45 points, like I said. And I think the Packers are probably going to score probably 14 to 17 points. I wouldn't be surprised if they score like 7 to 10 points in garbage time once they're already down like 35 to 3. Wouldn't surprise me if they put up, a quick TD or two. Because sometimes the 49ers, once they get up by a lot, sometimes they, take their foot off the fucking pedal and they put in their fucking backup secondary, and then they start to give up, easy plays here and there because they're just trying to run out the clock. So, again, I think the Packers will probably score at least 14-17 at least, and I think the 49ers put up 35-45. So I like having over 43 in the game. And then last but not least, the last part of that teaser is going to be with the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs instead of plus 2.5 as part of that 7-point teaser. I'm going to get them plus 9.5 because even if the Chiefs lose, I don't think Buffalo is going to be able to blow them out. It's really hard to blow out Patrick Mahomes. It's really hard to fucking embarrass Patrick Mahomes. You can beat Patrick Mahomes, but not by a lot. Because once he goes into fourth down territory, it's really hard to fucking stop this dude. So with that being said, I think even if the Buffalo Bills win, which I don't think they do, again, I'm rolling over my Kansas City Chiefs ticket from last week and putting it all on the Chiefs this week at plus 130 on the money line. But even if they do lose, I don't think they're going to lose by more than 9.5. So again, I'm going to make them part of my 7-point teaser. And my wish here, my goal here is to see if the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs can run that shit back in the motherfucking Super Bowl. That shit would be that shit would be heat to me. So with that being said, that's my 7-point teaser of the week. Niners minus 2.5, over 43 in that game, and then Chiefs plus 9.5. That is my 7-point teaser with the Niners. Now, what is my insurance bet of the week? My insurance bet on the week is also on the Niners, but it's going to be for the Packers. Again, I already cashed out a fucking 5X, or I think it was almost a 10X last week on my Packers insurance bet. I'm going to roll that whole ticket over, and I'm going to do the same thing this week. Because again, if the Packers keep fucking winning, I'm going to be making damn, I'm already up 5X, 10X just off 1 week because I parlayed their money line with the Buccaneers money line. You got to fucking be kidding me. Watch me do the same shit this week. So this week what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and take the Packers right here on their money line. I'm going to take the Packers on the money line. And I think I'm probably going to put it on the Chiefs. The Chiefs. I'm not sure if the Chiefs lose the same week the 49ers lose. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. That's just me, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. I'm going to go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs plus money line. So last week, I parlayed the money line for the Packers and the Buccaneers. And that shit, even though it was an insurance bet, it fucking cashed me out like 5X, 10X last week. Well, this week, I'm doing the same motherfucking thing. I'm going to do a fucking Packers plus 360. And I'm going to parlay it with the Chiefs plus 120. Basically the same thing I did last week, if not more. And man, if I can get another fucking big ass, fat ass payday like we did last week, ooh, we making motherfucking money. Boom, motherfuckers. So I'm fucking excited for this one. Obviously, I don't want the 49ers to go down, but damn, bro. If these Packers fucking pull it off, back-to-back upsets of the fucking week, and I cash that shit out, ooh, and at that point, I'm just begging for the fucking Chiefs, because then I'm gonna have money straight up on the Chiefs, and I'm gonna have them as part of that money line parlay with the Green Bay Packers, because I don't think the Chiefs and the 49ers go down in the same week. Hell no. Because again, those two are my two favorites to make it and win the Super Bowl. But I love putting money on these underdogs because, again, even if they don't win the Super Bowl, even if they just make it to the conference game or to the Super Bowl, just making it there can get me a fucking 10x, 20x. Maybe even a 50x. Again, I think I already got a 10x off that Packers game. I got to go look back at my ticket. But last week, I think I had the Packers like plus 280. And then I also took the Bucks like plus 120, plus 150. So yeah, I think I got close to a motherfucking 10x or like a 9x or something. So again, if I can do the same thing here on an insurance bet on top of that, ooh, man, insurance fucking pays. It pays to be insured in America. I tell you what. So ladies and gentlemen, those are my fucking plays. That's my mentality. That's my thought process. And that's my fucking plays. So again, whatever you bet on the Texans last week, roll it over on the Texans this week. Whatever you put on the Buccaneers last week, roll it over on the Buccaneers this week. Whatever you put on the Chiefs last week, put it on the Chiefs again this week. And then for my parlay, I gave you guys my 7-point parlay. I think I had money on the Buffalo Bills last week. I think that ticket might have cashed. I lost on the Rams game, and I think I lost one more, and then the Dallas game. But again, I had that big ass insurance payout with Green Bay and Buccaneers, so it didn't matter. But yeah, my 7-point teaser this week is going to be the Niners, the over, and then the Chiefs. And then my insurance bet is Packers and Chiefs. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So far, I already have a bunch of doubles, some triples, a quadruple, and a motherfucking 10x burger. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep making money. Let's keep cashing profits. And let's make a motherfucking 50x this week. Yay, yay! See you guys on the motherfucking sports book, homie.